Dozens of state line residents turn in applications and hope to help the Rockford Public School District fill a bunch of open positions. The district held a hiring fair Wednesday. It has more than 100 positions open, including some for teachers and nurses. The areas with the most open positions is in transportation, specifically bus drivers and paraprofessionals. The event comes just several weeks before the start of the new school year.
I think the most important thing is that someone who comes in has a desire to work and serve their community, to help students, and to really just be a part of helping students be successful and working with families and helping them be successful as well.